Assalamu alaikum. My name is Arbab Nasibullah and I am founder of Field Worldwide. Field Worldwide is mainly as it is in US. So we have been engaged with a lot of entrepreneurs and leaders. So and today's session we are having our honorable guest from Pakistan, and she is a young entrepreneur. She has a lot of achievements and she is also the founder of different organizations, and she is a facilitator, trainer and mentor. So we will be discussing a lot of things about her. So Zohra Omar is from Pakistan, and currently she is in Karachi. She is running her own organization with the name of Mentoring Hub. So we will also ask Zohra Omar, and thank you Zohra for coming and thank you for joining us. And it is really great honor for us to listen your success stories and all those achievements that you have done up till now. So, Zohra Omar, can you please introduce yourself to our audience so that they will be here to ask questions and they would like also to learn about you? And it will be an honor if you will introduce yourself to us. Thank you.
Sure, Arbab, good evening. Thank you so much for having me on the platform. It is a pleasure and an honor for me to be part of such a network where we have young people as well as mature professional individuals, I'm sure, who are wanting to share their experiences. As you have already mentioned the name of my organization, I'm a young entrepreneur, but I've been working for 19 years now within the corporate as well as the academic sector in Pakistan. I have worked with a lot of high commissions, a lot of different high commissions here in Pakistan, and I've led a lot of organizations here in Pakistan, Alhamdulillah, for the region. So, training, counseling, mentoring have been things that have been my passion. I'm a business graduate, a Kuwaiti born, bred also in Kuwait, lived in the U.S. as well, done my education in Kuwait and the U.S., and I've been married here in Pakistan. But the one passion that has kept me going towards my vision is the fact that I've always wanted to impact people around me
Yeah.
and impact lives around me. And which was why, despite the fact that I was a business graduate, I got my certifications and accreditations done for mentoring and for counseling, which are all internationally done. And I am also an NLP master practitioner. My hub, which was my dream, and is still my dream baby that I'm
Yeah.
taking along with myself, is completely something which is a mindful concept
Yep.
of training and mentoring.
Yeah. So, Zora, it is like really interesting to know all about your ideas and all this stuff of Mentoring Hub that you have started. So, Zora, can you please tell us, like, from where this idea came of Mentoring Hub? Like, why you started Mentoring Hub?
Arbab, I'll be honest. Since the time that I'd started working within a corporate hierarchy, I had started off from a junior officer, like we all do
Yeah.
in a corporate world. That's how I started back in the year 2000. And since after 4 years
Yeah.
of the time that I met so many people, I met so many trainers abroad when I was traveling for my training purposes, and I used to meet so many people who were influencers and
Yeah.
who were individuals who were making impact altogether. That was when you and the audience might think this can be a little bit of a dreamy statement,
Yeah.
but I've always dreamt of having a hub that would be connected to the facet of mentoring. So the name Mentoring Hub was something that was always here in my
Yeah.
heart. And when I decided to tip off, although it was a very, very tough decision to take, and I'm going to mention this why, because this is a young entrepreneurs network,
Yeah.
that it is not easy for us to decide to let go of the paycheck that comes every
Sure.
month, which is a regular paycheck, and the journey of and making the decision of being an entrepreneur is not an easy one. But Mentoring Hub is basically, Arbab, a concept where in for the first time in
Yeah.
Pakistan and first time I have been able to pioneer the concept of mindfulness
Hmm.
and amalgamate the concept of mindfulness, EQ, together with IQ and soft skills training,
Yeah.
which, as you would agree, has been a facet that has been ignored in this part of the world. Although EQ remains to be first hand focused within the first world countries, yes,
Yeah.
but within Pakistan, these are concepts and elements which are unknown.
Hmm.
So, yes, my aim is and still was and still is to help people and support their recognition of themselves. Not just the fact that they
Yeah.
would do that personally, but the fact that they would be able to do that to help them succeed professionally as well,
Hmm.
or even as an entrepreneur as well. So I was
Yeah.
aware of
That.
the fact, Arbab, that this was going to be a huge challenge.
Hmm.
And since the time that I started speaking to people 3 years ago,
Yeah.
when I used to say, when I used to utter the word mentoring,
Hmm.
people used to look at me with amazed eyes and open brains,
Yeah.
with a question mark on their faces of what this actually is
Hmm.
or what this actually means. So every little time, every little step, every little meeting, every
Sure.
little interaction that I have had with students, with parents, with corporate professionals, I have had to explain how mentoring and the concept of
Yeah.
mindfulness, which is wholesomeness in terms of emotional intelligence, derives success.
Yeah. So that is really
So that's
good to know. And Zohra, again, a few more things because we would like to know as you are an entrepreneur. So, what are the products and services? Like, what are your services that you are normally providing to people? So, is it only
okay.
related to these services are only related to people of Karachi, or is it related to people of entire Pakistan, or you have expanded that one internationally also? So, if you will also tell
Okay.
us about these things.
Sure, sure. Basically, the operations are national and international,
Hmm.
because of the fact that I have a lot of networks and I'm an active part of the mindful international community.
Hmm.
I'm a very active member of the Women Entrepreneur Global Committee as well. So with my international partners and with my international stakeholders, I am a very active person, and so is the hub then altogether. So our operations are both internationally and nationally. Um, One thing, the kind of services that we are providing together are there are 4 point service model that we have.
Yeah.
One being the fact that, as obviously as I said, that my basic focus has always been towards the younger people,
Hmm.
people who are younger professionals,
Yeah.
people who are younger adults, people who are younger academics,
Hmm.
so that I can add value there. We can add value there. So our one of our lines is something that is a core piece of my heart, which draws to the youth development of Pakistan.
Hmm.
Okay, and looking at continuous development programs
Hmm.
wherein looking at ages starting from the age of 6 going onwards to the age of somebody who's at a university.
Yeah.
So that's one genre. Now the ways that we deal with them are also different. Sometimes we're doing behavioral sessions which are one to one, Arbab.
Hmm.
Sometimes we get an inquiry which is when I'm talking to a focus group,
Yeah.
which is a group of individuals from the academic side. Likewise, teachers training with the mindfulness concept
Hmm.
is what the mentoring hub has pioneered in Pakistan as well.
That's nice.
So that's one wing of ours. The
Yeah.
next wing of service is where we're delivering direct services to our international partners, organizations, and small or big organizations, both of them, where we are providing comprehensive business development,
Hmm.
brand penetration plans
Yeah.
for them in South Asian region. A very comprehensive circuit. So these organizations we provide these services to are for the reason, Arbab, that these are people who have not really a clear picture of what Pakistan is in terms of as an investment ground.
Yeah.
When it comes to investing into this region, these guys were people who did not really know the right kind of picture. So since the time that we've started these services, I'm working with universities, I'm working with different training institutions. We have currently, Mentoring Hub has currently secured an exclusive partnership with the International Mentoring Association uh, in the UK,
Hmm.
wherein we are going to be representing them all throughout South Asian region exclusively.
So,
So
yeah, you
this
have
is one
expanded
fact.
your that business.
Yes, indeed. And so if I am to put this in a nutshell,
Yeah.
Arbab, for the audience,
Okay.
for you to understand, we are looking at catering to individuals
Hmm.
as well as corporations and organizations, big and small.
Okay.
We are looking to catering to academics,
Hmm.
students, teachers, senior leaders,
Yeah.
managers, and at the other end, we're looking at the corporate
Yeah.
system and hierarchy,
Okay.
where we're looking at first level and the second and the third, and then the higher tier as well for training and mentoring.
Yeah. Thank you. So it is like very interesting that although you have started from very small, but you have expanded that one a lot, and now you are entering into the international market, and already you have occupied different areas, which is corporate also, social sector also. So that is like combined, and plus you are also engaged with community. Like even it is not necessary that either they are corporate people or social. Like they can be community people also.
And community people, yes, and I've recently done a huge program with the Aga Khan board.
Hmm.
I'm sure you are aware of their services in the South Asian region, where they do a lot of programs that
Yeah.
are done for self-development as well as people's development. And I'm a regular person with them, so we do a lot of programs throughout this region where we are working to develop a human,
Yeah.
which is our first vision,
So
human
you.
development, human intelligence, innovation, and impact is first
Yeah.
goal, first vision spot for us, Arbab,
Yeah,
at the
so
hub.
this is interesting to know because like it was always a missing link in Pakistan that people were not working on the human capital, but you are working on the human capital area also. So you are
Yes.
generating that human capital. It is a nice idea, and plus you have also mentioned in your introduction that you have been working with the women entrepreneurs also, and you have been the part of that thing. I would like to
Yes.
ask this question because it is very important. Most of the time, we have been receiving a lot of questions from women entrepreneurs or especially like girls from Pakistan,
Okay.
and they are saying we don't
Okay.
have any opportunity, we cannot do anything. Women are helpless, they cannot do anything. It is just a myth or a misperception in people's mind. So, would you like to tell because you are also a woman and you have a lot of achievements? To those women, what do
Thank
you want to
you,
say?
Arbab. You are very kind to tag me as an achiever, although I'm still learning and I learn more from my audience and people like
Yeah.
you. Uh, when it comes to Arbab, the fact that women from our region, women from this culture, we are surrounded with a lot of fear,
Yeah.
with a lot of fear of the fact that if, and we have a lot of if and buts in our
Yeah.
conversation, if you would notice. Usually, a
Definitely there are.
girl, a girl, a girl who's the age of 17, 18, when you're going to ask her, what do you want to do in the next 5 years? That poor soul is going to make a conversation, but all of her conversation will be filled with if and buts.
Yeah.
So when we put these elements within us, Arbab,
Yeah.
that's how we instill internal fear within us. And which is why the reason that I became a part and
Yeah.
I make it a point to deliver to the women in this region
Hmm.
is the fact that when I speak to them and when I meet them, I tell them, they ask me questions, Arbab. They ask
Hmm.
me about my attire, they ask me about my head cover,
Yeah.
and they are surprised to know how how have I been able to travel the world,
Yeah.
work with people from the US and the UK, and all of these first world people, and still be accepted.
Yeah.
So what I tell them and what I would tell them now if they're listening to me is, it is all inside our head and our heart.
Yeah.
It is the confidence that comes to us if we want to attract it, Arbab. I'm a very,
Definitely.
very strong believer in the law of attraction, and I firmly believe the fact
Yeah.
that whatever we are going to give is going to come back to us.
Yeah.
And that is what has happened to the women entrepreneur of Pakistan.
Yeah.
And let alone just entrepreneurs, not only just the entrepreneurs, Arbab, the small group of women that I was dealing and I was training, these women were from Hunza.
Yeah.
Okay, these group of females, they were from an area where they had to travel for 8 hours to buy food.
Okay.
8 hours to buy
That's
food.
yeah. That is a big deal.
Okay, it was a big deal for me to know that these
Yeah.
women had taken the decision of coming down to Karachi
Hmm.
to do this training with me and with the team to ensure that they would be able to add value to their families, to their children
Yeah.
when they go back. So it just shows, Arbab, that this is, and this is what I would say as
Yeah.
a tip, as an advice, as a sincere suggestion. Follow your heart and be confident inside.
Yeah.
Whatever we feel, we become, Arbab.
Yeah.
Whatever we feel, I will repeat, whatever we feel, we become.
Yeah.
When we fear everybody around us, and when we fear external characters, that's when we don't want to take the plunge.
Hmm.
And this is what happens with women here. They're scared, they're shy to take the plunge forward.
Yeah.
And here, I'll be very honest, we are too dependent on the external likes and dislikes of the expressions in our culture and society and family.
Yeah.
We are dependent on finding out if our fathers are happy with our achievement or not, if our brothers are happy with our achievement or not. I'm not saying it's the
Yeah.
wrong thing to expect. It's a very natural feeling
Yeah.
to
That we can.
want appreciation and encouragement.
Hmm.
But our fathers and our brothers are backed up. They have a lot to do. They
Yeah.
don't have time to sit and plan with us.
Yeah. To manage
We
all these
need to
things.
give our permission.
Yeah. And one more situation, like regarding your all this ideology and statement, we would like to know your vision. Like, what is your vision? Either you want
I
to
would
be in the mentoring hub, or you want to expand mentoring hub to some other level, or you want to have umbrella type of organizations of the same.
in all honesty, ceiling is the proverbial glass ceiling, Arbab, that we all know about.
Yeah.
And for the audience, to be making it much more simpler, the invisible glass ceiling that we all have in our minds, that is something that Mentoring Hub does not have.
Hmm.
So when I'm talking about the organization, it's a scalable organization. We're growing in terms of what we're going to be catering to as well.
Yeah.
But it is always going to be directed and focused towards the build-up of a human,
Okay.
the impact of human first. And we're going to be taking up as many forms, as many shapes, as many products and services and forms that
Yeah.
it's going to require to reach the right kind of audience, Albab,
Yeah.
in all honesty.
Yeah.
And one thing, the other thing that we are aiming at is to bring as many in external, international influencers,
Hmm.
as many international products, training
Yeah.
products to Pakistan, because this is something again, Arbab, that is lacking in terms
Sure.
of coordination. We don't have trainers who would be happy to give their programs to
Hmm.
people here in Pakistan in a vast majority, because they have their own inhibitions about the region.
Hmm.
They're not sure about how they're going to be treated,
Yeah.
which is why we have signed up with these international, we are signing up with these international organizations.
Yeah.
And the reason that we're signing up for their exclusive rights in this region is to be able to bring that learning,
Yeah.
to bring that knowledge base here for access to people here in Pakistan,
Yeah.
within the comfort of their city, within the comfort of their homes, within the comfort of their laptops. They will have access to a lot of learning, a lot of professional development that's going to help them,
Yeah.
not just here, not just in Pakistan, but anywhere
Yeah.
around the
Anywhere
world,
around.
because all of these content, all of these essentials are all internationally accredited
Okay.
and being brought to first time to Pakistan.
Yeah. So this is all interesting as you have mentioned about all these areas. Being an entrepreneur, I would like to know, or we would like to know, that who is your ideal client, or who is your ideal, definitely like you know that who are your clients that you are going to serve, but who is
Yes.
your ideal client? Because being an entrepreneur, I should know
Yeah.
that I am addressing the needs of whom. Like what is the age
Yes.
limit, what is the gender, where is the specific location, in which room. Like I am not going to talk about the entire home, that I am going to discuss only that I only need a person who is in kitchen behind the counter, only that person with the age of 18 to like 30-year-old is my target group. So who is your target group, or who is your ideal client that you are
Uh,
trying to address?
okay, now the ideal most client for us at the hub is somebody and everybody who is struggling with self-actualization, Arbab.
Okay.
Any individual who is struggling with the fact of recognizing mindfully
Hmm.
who they are, where they're heading to, why are they heading there,
Okay.
what are they ever going to go there and do there while they achieve their goal. Anybody who is confused as a human,
Yeah.
this is a general statement, and I know, and I'm going to come down to making it more specific, but this is something which is a baseline vision for the hub,
Yeah.
which is why I'm sharing with you and the audience that for us, anybody who is struggling with their mindfulness,
Yeah.
struggling with their personality build up,
Yep.
not just professional build up. We are looking at giving a human closure.
Yeah.
Closure in terms of a circle drawn to limit their learning.
Hmm.
No. Closure in terms of the heart and the mind synchrony, Arbab,
Yeah.
where everybody, each and every person should be capable enough, should have the tools
Yeah.
to consider themselves complete inside.
Mm-hmm.
Once done, they will be high achievers anywhere they want to go.
Yeah.
So, so that is our ideal setup for the hub. But to be more specific, as I said, we're looking at both of the sectors where we're looking at academics and
Yeah.
as well as corporate. We're looking at ages which is starting from 6, 7 years old onwards
Yeah.
to 40, 45. The last group of professionals I spoke at a bank with were 50 plus
Yeah.
in a room. Okay. So the concepts are, Bob, the reason behind this is the fact that the concepts and the elements of mindfulness, okay,
Yeah.
and the practices of NLP together, when
Hmm.
they're amalgamated with soft skills training and with corporate professional training,
Yeah.
what happens is that it becomes a huge box of knowledge which everybody, every human
Yeah.
who has a heart and a mind tends to connect with.
Okay. So people can do all these things. And Zora, please also tell us like how big do you want to scale your this setup?
Okay. In all honesty, my vision for Mentoring Hub in the next 5 years is to know for sure and to have the confidence to know the fact that Pakistan has been plagued with the concept
Yeah.
of mentoring and counseling in the true sense of the word.
Okay.
5 years from now, we see Mentoring Hub has made its platform of
Hmm.
Mindful Pakistan. That's our network that we've developed for Pakistan,
Yeah.
specifically focusing on the region. That's our 5 year vision. Other than that,
Yeah.
I intend to scale this organization at a level where I am able to bring in the international knowledge base here, Arba.
Okay.
We are looking continuously developing the bridges that are going to bring these people and these knowledge boxes down here to the people here in Pakistan, inshallah.
Inshallah.
So we're looking at international exposure, international growth altogether, not just for the organization,
Yeah.
but to anybody who will be connected with the consortium of Mentoring Hub
Yeah.
will get to feel that and experience that as well, inshallah.
Yeah, so definitely, like all these things that you have mentioned, these are like the formula driven things for your setup.
Yeah.
And
Yes.
so your strength, if we will just take them into a specific thing, so what are your strengths?
Are you talking about my individual strengths, or would you want to talk about the hub's strengths,
Yeah,
Arba?
like we would like to know about both, although we know a little bit about your individual strength now, as you have mentioned, but still, like we would love to know that thing again of your and both.
Okay, okay. Now I'm going to start with the hub's
Sorry, I will
strengths.
cut you here. There is a question that Muhammad Rizwan has also asked a question that do
Okay.
you have a website? So definitely, Mentoring Hub has a proper website, and they have
Yes.
also their page on Facebook. They have also their page on LinkedIn, and so they
Yes.
have their different networks. And we will also mention the website right now here in the comments, and I will post that one so that you guys can see that what is the website, and you can visit that. Please, Laura, continue with your that thing, that your strengths of organization and yours.
Sure. I'm going to start with the hub's strengths. And as I said earlier, and that we were speaking about the different concepts that we have brought into this region all together, working with the international trainers and the international mindful organizations and the NLP organizations based internationally. The strength of this organization is the fact that this organization does not ever plan to put away the ethics
Okay.
and basic core value of a business at any point in time.
Yeah.
One of the one of the stringent most visions of Mentoring Hub will forever be the fact that we are not going to slaughter, again, I'm going to repeat the
Yeah.
word slaughter for business.
Yeah.
Clear. And this is the biggest strength that the hub will ever have. The other strengths that the hub has are most definitely what I spoke about right now. The
Yeah.
concepts that the hub has brought to this region have never been explored in this manner before.
Yeah.
There have never been opportunities where EQ would be understandable and would be given so much recognition that I would not talk about stress management, Arbab,
Yeah.
unless and until I'm able to explain to my audience why does stress ever come to us,
Yeah.
you know?
Definitely.
So yeah, so these are concepts that are definite assets to the hub altogether. Now, if I am to talk about my own strength,
Yeah.
I feel I feel very happy and I feel honored
Yeah.
that I have been brought up in a household where I have been given the freedom to think,
Mm-hmm.
the freedom to think not just for myself but for everybody around
Yeah.
me,
For
which made
everybody.
me become a human that grew the element of empathy inside.
Yeah.
The big assets I feel I have as a human is a blessing from God as well as the blessing of the people, the mentors that I have been with,
Yeah.
including my parents, is the fact that I have a lot of empathy,
Hmm.
which has been my strength all along.
Yeah.
And other than that, there has been one other thing that has driven me. That has been my self-confidence, the
Yeah.
fearlessness that I was able to give myself.
Hmm.
I'll be very honest. I was not as fearless as you see me or hear me now.
No, it's good.
A
Like,
year
yeah.
I have learned from my
Yeah.
experiences wherein why I would like to mention the
All
word
these.
adaptability.
Yeah.
Adaptability.
Yeah.
Adaptability is character, Arbab, and you would agree, and I'm sure the
Yeah.
audience will agree.
Definitely.
Adaptability is what gives you the strength of character,
Yeah.
the fearlessness.
Yeah. So
So if I'm
these.
really being honest,
Yeah.
I
These
like
all
to be
things as
not the sheep but the wolf.
yeah, definitely. I hope like all those people who are listening your this specific video, and definitely they will also tune up in the future also because it will be recorded and they can view that all. And I hope it should be like really inspiring for all those people that we have been receiving a lot of queries from a lot of people, because there is a list of queries in front of me most of the time they are asking. I hope that they should learn more, and definitely like anybody in Pakistan or anywhere, if they need help regarding the startups or registration or processing or looking for clients or anybody or making a
We
team,
can,
so they can
yeah,
contact Zohra Omar.
yeah.
Definitely I have shared her official like website also on the screen, which you can see.
Arbab, I would want to take the opportunity to request you to give Mentoring Hub the opportunity to work with you on continuous programs as well.
Yeah,
This is something which is uh, which is a piece of my heart as well. That with as many organizations and with as many entities that we're able to connect the hub with,
yeah,
we are happy to offer our programs and our content through various modes, like we're just doing virtually right now,
yeah,
and able to do continuous programs with you as well,
sure,
with your organization as well. The audience will have one for, because Arbab, it disturbs the audience when we try and share with them different avenues. It
yeah,
disturbs the human mind, you know, and then
definitely,
they have to take out time to search. They know
yeah,
Arbab now, and they know the Entrepreneurship Global Organization.
yeah,
They know where the page is,
yeah,
so they will know where the knowledge hub will come from. Then we'll
definitely.
be more than happy.
Yeah, definitely. We are going to have, and we have started this series. First of all, we would like to just highlight initially those all entrepreneurs, leaders, and everybody that who have their own achievements. So they are coming and they are speaking. So meanwhile,
Right.
we are also going to plan to start online sessions and online courses, which can facilitate a lot of people throughout the world. Because
Brilliant.
the registration of field worldwide, it is not only for US. So our first scope that which we are working, so up till now we have our own people, like they have been working on different stuff. So they are in 90 plus countries that they are working, and are like people are expanded, and it is like a really good initiative. Like people are joining time and again, and they are coming. So we would
Right.
love to engage all these organizations, especially like Mentoring Hub, who has a lot of achievements. And Zora, also tell us, like, definitely when you started this journey, so it was not an easy journey. So you must have faced a lot of problems, and
Yes.
you might have realized that okay, we do have some weaknesses also regarding these.
Yes.
So how did you overcome your weaknesses, and how did you face those challenges?
The weaknesses. I have. I would want to share the weaknesses that I have faced and the reason that I faced those challenges. The biggest asset that I believe that I have had, being an empathetic individual, did turn into my biggest weakness as well.
Hmm.
Arbab, I'll be very honest. And I learned with time and with experiences that there has to be a very good balance
Hmm.
in a person, in an individual, of both the soft and the stringent individual,
Yeah.
a proactive one and not so proactive one. Why? Because all of these characters bring together a balanced person. So when I if I am to talk about challenges, Arbab, I
Yeah.
had to explain to people, and there are still instances, Arbab, where I have to explain to organizations
Yeah.
of what value one 4 hour session can give to their individual,
Yeah.
to their team. It
Sure.
has been the hardest thing to convince people that they would, not by telling them that I'm going to teach you something new.
Yeah.
No, we are going to add value to your perspective,
Hmm.
to the way you look at things. We will just add one new prospect and help you cope up with your life, with
Yeah.
your career. So
That's
the
nice.
biggest challenge, Arbab,
Yeah.
has been to make people understand,
Hmm.
okay, the fact that this organization is here to support, not to create imbalance in the
Yeah.
society, or not, is not created for the fact that I would want to get up on a platform, get
Yeah.
up on a stage, and talk about the achievements only.
Yeah.
Every time delivering a lecture or a session, I always start with how I have fallen
Hmm.
during the course of experience. Why? Because
Yeah.
we don't want other people who are listening to me, who
Hmm.
are listening to the programs, we don't want them to fall.
Yeah.
So the biggest strength that I have had has been the weakness. The other challenges that I had faced were most definitely the financial
Yeah.
challenges that come to an entrepreneur. I would like to mention that, and
Hmm.
especially being in Pakistan, Arbab, these are within our country, within this country, unfortunately,
Yeah.
the system has been designed in a manner where a normal person,
Yeah.
a normal who's somebody who is not a political entity
Yeah.
does not have easy access to a loan,
Okay.
does not have easy access to a financial hub or a financial institution
Yeah.
that would aid my presence or my organization's presence altogether on the map.
Yeah.
So there were a lot of financial challenges, and then the solution that I worked at in the beginning was
Yeah.
to then I decided that this hub had to before I had an office. I decided I had to first penetrate in terms of networking,
Yeah.
penetrate in terms of developing a know-how of the hub and its services
Yeah.
in this region and in the Middle East. So for the first few months, I did not even have an office, Arbab.
Okay.
And I would
Yeah.
like to tell the audience, I didn't have an office.
Yeah.
But the reason I did not invest in an office for the first few months was the fact that I decided that I was going to save
Hmm.
those months, and within those months, I want to work on my networking. So
Yeah.
for new entrepreneurs, for budding entrepreneurs who are sitting at home and they're thinking they can't do this,
Hmm.
don't worry about it. You
Yeah.
don't need a five-star place to start from.
Yeah. You can
Technology
start anywhere.
is exactly. You can start anywhere. If
Yeah.
you have a phone, you have a laptop, you have an internet connection, you
Yeah.
can network as much as you want.
Yeah.
You know, the first few months, Arbab, they were very challenging because when people used to ask me, Zohra, do you have an office?
Hmm.
I used to stumble with me. I used to fumble.
Yeah, this is like a
But
common misunderstanding in entire Pakistan, because definitely I am also from Pakistan, and whenever anybody used to say that I am doing business, so they used to think that, okay, where is your office? So business or entrepreneur does not need any office, because he or she is an independent individual, and that person whosoever is present, they have their idea, and if they have their idea, they are not dependent on all these extra things, they will come by their own. So it is just a journey, and with that journey, definitely, if you will see that a lot of people like who have started their own startups, so first of all, they were not having anything. Even if you will take example of Facebook also, if you will take example of Google also, so they all were just started from a computer and a laptop, and after that they expanded. So there are like success stories, like we can see that as Zohra is also like a freelancer also, and she started like working as that model, but that model converted into the organization, and then that same expanded to the international level. So I hope
so,
like all those people like who are listening, and they would love to ask a lot of things from her. Yeah, Zora, you were asking something and you were sharing something again. Yeah.
yes, so the first few months were challenging, Arbab, and as I said, I used to fumble when people used to ask me, "Where is your office?"
Hmm.
And there was a little thought in my brain that maybe this is not the right thing to do, but I still pushed my vision and I kept networking and kept developing mentoring hubs presence.
Yeah.
And over the LinkedIn mentoring hub has evolved into an influencing organization altogether.
Yeah.
We have a lot of followers on the page, although there are no video messages that are going on to the page right now, but we have a huge
Yeah.
following, and international influencers and international mentors and trainers have become a part of that page, have
Yeah.
become a part of our network as well. So the exchange of knowledge, Arba,
Yeah.
the exchange of understanding value, and perspective.
Yeah.
As this is the vision exactly that I'm going to be working at for the next 5-10 years, is going to
Yeah.
be doing exactly this. Bridge the gap and bring all of these things together for people to access.
Yeah, and Zora, there are a lot of questions to be asked, but we would like to ask like only two more questions, a kind of two more questions, which will help our people and to understand about their startups or any things like that. So, being an
Sure.
entrepreneur, for example, like if I am an entrepreneur and I would like to start a business in Pakistan, because especially a lot of Pakistanis would love to learn about this thing. So, what are the things like most of the time if I will start business? So, will I be facing any issue like this that I will be wasting my energy in useless things most of the time, and I will think that, oh, this is my business, whereas that useless thing is not going to give me any return. So, if that
Mm.
thing is not giving me any return, so should I put my energies into that, or should I put my energies into something which can give me return and which can give me a proper linkages and scalability and sustainability? Because
Mm.
these two different models, that when people are not clear or they are clear, so which model is important for them, and how can they make sure that their business or their system is worth enough and they have their strengths to make it scalable? And should they consider themselves like, are they going to solve any problem or any need, or they are going to fulfill any requirement? So what
Mm.
important suggestions like you would like to give to entrepreneurs according to the environment of Pakistan, as we have the, like legal structure also, like SECP, Social and Security Exchange Commission of Pakistan, and other industrial offices also, that they are providing
Sure.
registration. So if you will give us like
Yes.
overall one concrete thing so that it will help everybody.
Sure, sure. For all of the budding entrepreneurs, Arbab, thank you again for such a brilliant question, because this is something that's going to sum up entirely for a young entrepreneur, a
Yeah.
budding audience that is hearing us now through this platform. When it comes to a person having a vision, anybody who has a vision
Yeah.
or a dream or a passion, and if they turn it into their livelihood,
Yeah.
their mode of earning money, because of the fact that they love what they do, they will always be super successful.
Sure.
So, to all of the budding entrepreneurs who are listening to me, if you turn your passion and your dreams into your business
Yeah.
to make money, you will become a millionaire
Yeah.
very soon. Why? Because when we love what we do, we invest in the right direction.
Yeah.
We invest our energy, we invest our brain, our strategies. They're very focused then, Armand,
Yeah.
right? So that's something that now, as you talked about people being clear and not clear,
Yeah.
there is one thing that is an asset to us as a human,
Yeah.
but that has also become a big disadvantage, which is people have stopped using a pen and a paper.
Yeah.
People stopped using a diary. If you remember, Arbab, that
Yeah.
we have always been using to-do lists within offices.
Sure.
The first tip for an entrepreneur is put your brainchild, put your idea on a piece of paper.
Yeah.
Put it in front of you.
Yeah.
Don't think that if you have it on Microsoft Word on your laptop, that you will see it once a day, every day, and you will remember what to do.
And then you will
Human
start
mind,
doing.
human mind is natural to be attracted to different things, which is
Yeah.
why we get confused and we get boggled with so much information.
Sure.
Social media and the internet is a blessing for us. But when we have lost the affinity of putting down our visions and our goals, Arbab,
Yeah.
that is when an entrepreneur is never going to be clear of what they need to do. So, tip number one, put your thoughts, put your vision,
Yep.
put your business vision and dream on a piece of paper, put it in front of the wall where you get to see that every day,
Yeah.
in the morning and in the night, so that it becomes part of your system.
Yeah.
It becomes part of your goal for achievement. You
Yeah.
have your goal in front of you, you will know where you're heading. You will
Definitely.
not go be tracking yourself. So that's the first tip.
Yeah.
The next tip is there is a myth about the entrepreneurs being stuck in a legal framework in Pakistan where they cannot start anything.
Yeah.
And I was exactly of the same idea, Arbab, when I started to think about giving my company
Yeah.
a legal status
Mm-hmm.
within the SECP.
Yeah.
But the best thing to do is to get to talk to a lawyer,
Yeah.
and the lawyer is going to direct you to a very, very simple pathway
Yeah.
where there is simple two-page form that needs to be
Yeah.
filled and submitted with a fee where the SECP and the NT information, all of this is now Arbab being done online, alhamdulillah.
Yeah.
So with the process is changing and with the things that have developed in Pakistan, these things have become very fairly easy.
Yeah.
I would suggest all of the all of the budding entrepreneurs who are thinking about registering their company and they think it's a
Yeah.
heavy job to do or that it's going to take millions. No,
Yeah.
it's not going to take millions. Don't worry about it. You just need to talk to a lawyer and the lawyer will charge you a little minimal fee of them their own practice
Yeah.
and they will let you know how much money you would need to submit online
Yeah.
with the SEC form to get your NTN number and your company form. So it
Yeah.
has become as simple as that.
You can have
That's
that.
one bit.
Yeah.
Now, the second bit is when your company needs to have a bank account in Pakistan so that you can put your earnings in that bank.
Yeah.
For example, if we deal with a local client or
Yeah.
with a school for training or with a professional with training, they are going to put the money in our official bank account.
Yeah.
For
Sure.
that also, Arbab, there is a big scare factor in Pakistan, and people are scared to get the bank accounts done because they think the tax people will come
Yeah.
rushing into their house.
Yeah. That is just a myth.
It's a myth. It doesn't
Yeah.
happen.
Yeah.
All of you, once you have your NTN, they will give you, the lawyer will give you a letter that
Yeah.
is going to be an account opening letter. You just need to simply take that letter to the bank.
Yeah.
They will open an account for you. The next time, the first time that you get your finance and your revenue and somebody deposits a check, the cash will come into your account,
Yeah.
simple. And the government will cut the tax, which is the tax subsidiary, according to the banking regulation. So you don't need to worry about anything.
Yeah.
Fairly simple, Arbab, when it comes to forming this. And there is one little thing that I learned from my lawyer
Yeah.
whilst I was doing this process, and I would want to share this with the audience. Under one sole proprietorship NTN,
Yeah.
each person can register 10 different names under one
Yeah.
sole proprietorship NTN. So
Okay.
anybody who is thinking that I want to run a food business, I
Hmm.
want to be an entrepreneur and run a food business and a makeup business as well,
Yeah.
okay, or a male who wants to run a spare part business online
Yeah.
and at the same time wants to earn money out of another business, they would not need to make multiple NTNs.
Yep.
One NTN,
That
one
will be enough.
registration. So it's easy.
Yeah.
Easy. So it's for people who are scared of it. Don't worry about it. Just talk to a lawyer, and
Yeah.
it's a very simple process. Within 4 weeks, you
Yeah.
can get done your registration, NTN, and your bank account open for your business.
Yeah.
So that's that.
Yeah.
Once you are done that, the second step is to start talking about your organization, your
Yeah.
idea of business with people, sharing them the idea so that you can get the feedback,
Sure.
which is the test market concept, Arbab, that we learned at
Yeah.
university. That will tell you and it will give you their feedback when you talk to a community, a group of people, of friends, and you tell them, okay, I have this
Yeah.
business, I'm launching this business. How about what you think in your mind? You think this is going to come handy? Is this going to be beneficial? When you gather people's feedback
Sure.
from this open space, from discussion, it gives you a lot of direction, Arbab,
Yeah.
of if you need to make changes in your business plan. So
Definitely.
when I said your vision, your
Yeah.
financial plan, okay, your strategic plan,
Yeah.
which is developing your business. You have to put it down. All of us have to put it down on a piece of paper, Arbab.
Yeah.
Our iPads and our digital
Yeah.
pens are very tech savvy and they look very nice, but it is this traditional pen and paper that doesn't take away the feeling and the thought from the brain you will achieve.
Yeah. Like we have to see everything as Zora has clearly defined everything. So I hope like everybody will understand all these situations, and things are getting simple and clear these days, and they are getting better. Even SCCP office also, they have made it like online, and online process, like there are a lot of benefits of that. Like if you are normally submitting, like let's suppose 500 rupees, according to Pakistani rupees, 500 rupees for name registration, online you will be just paying like 200. So this is like cost reduction also, and plus it is quick also, and it is easy also. Every template is available online, you need not to worry about anything. Things are quite simple and they are easy. If you are going to register a LLC, or if you are going to register a corporation, that is also simple. You need not to worry about anything, you can just do it online also. And things are also like very convenient now. PayPal account, earlier it was not in Pakistan, but now
Yes.
PayPal account has been initiated in Pakistan. So this is a kind of again another achievement for a lot of entrepreneurs, that they will be thinking that how can we do the international transaction or national transaction. So it is a
Yes.
convenience for everybody. I hope everybody will take a lot of initiatives and do all these things. So, Zora, thank you very much for all your time and very detailed information, step by step, that you have explained to everybody. Although we wanted to learn more, but due to less time, I hope we will call you again, and we will request you again along with your team also, and we can show to people like any of your online training session, that when that will be
Yes.
going on,
We,
so we can have that thing also. And
we'll be more
Zora,
than
the last question, because that this is the last question, because I told you that the initial was the second last. Just any
yeah.
message, especially for the women entrepreneurs, because women entrepreneurs, again, I am focusing that women entrepreneurs. What sort of advices or suggestion would you like to give to them? Because there are a lot of women who are mostly in rural areas also and urban areas also. So any suggestion for them, especially?
The first recommendation to all of the women who are listening to me right now is please reach out. Please reach out to people like us. When you have an idea, when you want to do something, please feel free to reach out to us.
Hmm.
We can never guide, we can never support, we can never help unless and until somebody reaches out to us.
Yeah.
Big population in a big country. I know when to respond to a phone call if I get a text that, ma'am, I've heard you somewhere. Can you please give me some time?
Yeah.
Believe me, it is not just me. There are
Yeah.
so many more women in Pakistan who are high achievers who are ready to share their tips and tricks and their learning with you.
Yeah.
So please, if there are any in the audience who are listening to me right now, please get in touch with me and share your dream with me so that I can guide you and support you.
Yeah.
One thing. The next thing for women entrepreneurs that I have seen when I do these sessions and I meet them around Pakistan is that we are, as I talked about fear, don't be fearful of sharing your idea.
Yeah.
Don't feel and decide in your head that your idea will be rejected.
Hmm.
Don't feel and decide negativity beforehand.
Yeah.
This has become, Arbab, a staple
Yeah.
reaction of the women in our country is that everything negative is pre-decided.
Definitely. This is all
So
like.
my advice to these women who are listening to me, please don't pre-decide.
Yeah.
Don't be judgmental about the fact that your idea, if it is only to bake cupcakes and sell them
Yeah.
online, that is not a failed idea.
Yeah.
If you get in touch with people like us, we will guide you with our experience. We will connect you
Surely.
with more people. There are so many organizations that are working on giving home based women loans.
Yeah.
Arbab. There are so many organizations that I now know about that I am connecting women with in all over Pakistan who
Yeah.
are willing to give them money to start their businesses,
Yeah.
home businesses.
Sure.
So my message is please reach out to us. It is
Definitely.
very hard for us to be able to reach out to Arbab everybody.
Yeah.
We I try maximum. I am also involved in doing radio shows and I'm also involved
Yeah.
in doing online stuff. So we try our level best that
To.
people should get to know that they can come to us. But
Yeah.
you women, all of my women friends, you guys need to reach out to me. Reach
Yeah.
out to us. Tell us
Definitely.
what your dreams are, and we will support you because we have been through. I have been through the same downhill.
Yeah.
Was not
Sure.
always this beautiful that I would just get to sit and share my experience.
Yeah.
It has been a lot of tough times as well. So I
Sure.
agree that there are a lot of limitations and there are a lot of religious implications also, well respected.
Yeah.
But there are also so many opportunities that can be availed,
Yeah.
keeping all those value systems alive.
Definitely. So all these things are definitely quite easy. Zohra has also mentioned every step for women entrepreneurs, also about the young entrepreneur, either they are men or women, anybody. Like for everybody, she has shared a lot of valuable thoughts, and we should not bound ourselves in useless boundaries. There are no boundaries for anyone. So a person should consider himself or herself that they are limitless and borderless. So just consider yourself like this, then you can achieve anything. And don't stuck yourself in a small thing. Try to plan something big and try to meet all those people who have already been to that path, and they can help you a lot. And when they will help you a lot, so young entrepreneur that we have, Zohra Umar, her organization Mentoring Hub, her website and her own profile and her Facebook page, everything is linked in this video. So if anybody is going to ask any questions, so definitely they can access Zohra Umar, and she has also told you that she will be available and she will be happy to help anybody over there. So thank you very much again, and Zohra, thank you very much. It was really nice talking to you, and it
Pleasure,
was,
Arbab. Thank you for your time.
yeah, it was honor for us that you have shared your all valuable thoughts with us. So hope to see you again, and we will request you again to come and we will have a discussion again. Thank you very much.
More than Thank you so much, Arbab. Thank you.
Thank you.
Thank you for your time.
Thank you.